Dennis Rambly. Oh God, well, we can't forget Dennis Rambly and the media conference he held. He said a whole lot of stuff. And in UNC, Pararat and them and Kamala and them start to say, Kamala not easy, Kamala them call Pari and Rambly and Kyle Taklal Singh and Haynes and them PNM, And Kamala embracing Twiggy, Kamala and David Naked and Julian John and Monilal. Twiggy that's called Monilal, she uncle. Manin was she father and Monilal was she uncle because Monilal used to feed she. So no doubt about it, Monilal and Julian John invited and David Naked because he and Twiggy go too. Lavantel. And I don't know, I don't talk about David Naked, but on another occasion, because David Naked like to make you feel, he's a ghetto man. I born in the hood no. I don't know who you born. Perhaps David Naked, maybe you would have spent some summer vacations up Lavantil. I don't know. Maybe you could tell us if you really born in Lavantil and you were living in Lavantil and how long you were living in Lavantil for. You understand what I mean? Or perhaps you used to come and spend holidays up on the hills. I don't know. You could tell us. Because to me, he really come across as no real hood man, And no one telling you. You know what I mean? He must kick ball with them and thing. Line with certain man from the hood, but to say you born and bred and live in the hood, you need to like, you need to comment, you also need to go onto YouTube and subscribe. You need to subscribe, okay? Because I want to build a YouTube platform, and just now going on Twitter and stuff. Listen to me, I'm not warming up, I'm not warming up. When nomination day for the internal election close and all that kind of stuff. You understand me? And everybody name and all these slates and things are going right down. But what I want to do is we want to keep it really civil and very positive, because at the end of the day is one party. The United National Congress is one party, and as Rushton Parry and Rodney Charles and Anita Haynes and Rambali and Kyle Taklal Singh, and they usually say at the end of the day we have is one party and we have to work together. It doesn't matter who wins, we have to work together, because at the end of the day, the UNC is the only and best vehicle and most possible vehicle that could take us into government. And no doubt about it, we need to get into government and we need to get out this regime, ladies and gentlemen. Something is diabolically wrong with this regime. I mean, you see the state of the country. I mean, listen to me, if I start focusing on Trinidad and on what Rowley and the PNM doing to this country, ladies and gentlemen, the state of this country, we in a mess. And Rowley held a media conference the other day. I think he came back from one of them fancy trips on them. And all Rowley come to tell the country is, boy, the country in a mess, That's what he come to tell the country, He came and he told the country in a mess, ladies and gentlemen. He talked about the police service. I know we just have a police, but we can't do better right now, we stuck with our police service and a process, and this is all we could produce. We could only produce Ula. That's what the man tell you. You understand? The man talk all kind of talk, ladies and gentlemen. The man talk about the Auditor General, the man talk about IMBO, the man talk about, it's just a mess. If you listen to what the man say, what the man is saying is the country is in a mess, and God help us. So we know the only way for us to rescue our country is to have a strong UNC, a stronger UNC, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very serious. As a matter of fact, we see Russian parade and organized already. He has a slate. I mean, we don't know each and every position, but we know Russian parade says that he's going up as a deputy political leader. He said Anita Haynes is going as a deputy political leader, and Rai Ragbir and Larry Lala is going up as the chairman. And I guess some other names come on. Well, you know, Kyle Taklal Singh, you know, Rambali. I think Paris said Rambali and Rodney Charles are not on the slate per se. He said Kyle Taklal Singh is on the slate, and I guess there would be others. You know, you have regional coordinators, you have policy strategists, you have the elections officer, you have many other positions and stuff. All right, you have the elections officer, you have general counsel. You know, some are selected after the election, some are elected, you know, and stuff. So we would see. I don't know what position Kyle is getting at the moment. I mean, it's in the newspapers, in the Guardian. I mean, why are they always talking about this Kyle? I mean, I like Kyle because he's a young lawyer, and I see, you know, Ramesh Maharaj get him on a red bag, and if a senior counsel could get a red bag, you know, it says that you're up and coming good. And trust me, if a man like Ramesh, I like Ramesh. If a man like Ramesh could get a red bag as an attorney, as a younger attorney, tell yourself you have some juice and stuff. You know what I mean? I think Kyle has a whole lot to offer. Anita has a whole lot to offer. Rambali, all of these young people, and there are some people from I like Jayanti, you know, Lakshmi Diyal. I like Saddam. I mean, you know, he little kind of twisted, kind of looking way, certain way, but you know, at the end of the day, he seems to be a very bright young man, and you know, on the right team, he could work hard. I believe that about Saddam. Let you forget about Barry, but let's and Khadija and I mean, what does this thing happen with Khadija? Really, she needs to come out and say something about that. I don't know if she ever said anything about it. And you know, you UNC trolls and some UNC members who might say, boy, you know, you're fighting your own. No, I'm not fighting my own. My own has to not be a hypocrite. You can't be talking about crime and you're having anti-crime talks and you're talking about Rowley and crime and Heinz crime and Daryl Smith was on crime and you're pointing your finger at everybody who was on crime, A and V on crime. Fine, you could talk about that. But then, you know, when you get yourself in a jam and you went to the police and you make a report, these things are in the public domain, and you're going to come and ask people to come and vote for you and stuff like that, and you're not saying anything. You got to come and clear the air. I don't know if she cleared the air, but Khadija, I mean, needs to clear the air, you know. But what I would like to do really on this program is I would like this program here to be the debate center. We got to keep it clean, keep it nice, where who is going for chairman on Kamala's side. Well, we see Pare jump out with Pare as a symbol already. I think it's the praying hands or something like that. I mean, praying hands kind of, I mean, you know, my big daughter might say, Daddy, praying hands, boy, you're cringy, boy. I don't know. I ain't saying Pare cringy with the praying hands, but he has a symbol, the praying hands. I mean, you know, we hear not Kamala, but Monilal talking about some star symbol. Come on, Monilal, come on. That is Kamala thing. That is Kamala thing. Kamala is not running. There is no race for the political leader. I mean, if you want to don't borrow Kamala, then come up with something, now, man. Be innovative, now, man. You know, that just to show you Monilal and them. Only really, you know, really under Kamala coattail, boy. Seriously, boy, Monilal, boy. The star, boy. Come up with something better than that, now. Pare praying for the country. Pare praying to win. praying to get rid of Monilal and Jolene John and them. So he had the praying hands, all right? He has his own symbol. I understand. I understand Parry has his own headquarters. You know, Parry is a Mayaro man, eh? So perhaps it is in Mayaro, I'm not sure. But I heard that he has his own headquarters and stuff. But whether it is in Mayaro, whether it is in Port of Spain, whether it is in Shogunas, at the end of the day, he has his own. He come out, you can see Parry is a businessman. He's organized. He's guiding his team, that kind of thing now. So, you know, he has his own headquarters already. He has his own symbol. You know, he coming out and showing you how organized it is, how to be business-like. So far, Monilal, I don't know if Monilal and them going to use the UNC headquarters. I hope they're not using the UNC headquarters. Because if they could use the UNC headquarters, then Parry and them could go and use the UNC headquarters too, because it's UNC. I think they should have their own headquarters, like how Parry has his own, he and his team has his own headquarters, and I think his team is some kind of, Patriots, some kind of something, you know, I ain't too familiar as yet with the name of it, alright? I have it somewhere, somewhere, let me see, what is the name of Parry, let me see what is the name of Parry team. I have it somewhere. Anyhow, I ain't find it now, right? But yes, so we know Parry come out and he has his Patriots and that kind of stuff, alright? So Kamala, Monilal, it looked like Monilal and them are nothing up. Monilal and them are nothing yet. I don't understand how come Monilal could be, you know, heading a team. Right, the United Patriots. The United Patriots, I know of it. The United Patriots. Alright? I don't know how Monilal and them could be leading a team, because I think he's deputy political leader one. So Parry going against what's her name? Anita Haynes should be going against Jolene John, you know, woman thing, maybe second deputy political leader, and David Lee, Rai Ragbeer. Ladies and gentlemen, when I really look at it, I mean, you know, I cast no aspersions, I allege nothing, I confirm nothing, but things are in the public domain. I mean, you know, every man is innocent until proven guilty, but come on, man. Right, what does Anita Haynes is alleged? What is alleged in the public domain? Anita Haynes before any court? You understand what I'm saying? Is Parry before any court? Is Rai Ragbeer before any court? For any of these, you know, issues like what David Lee is there for some car business, some Mercedes-Benz business with $200 million, $2 million, and some other man driving it, and you know that is not permissible. You know that's against the whole, you know, the whole spirit and the whole letter. Also, not just the spirit, but the letter of this whole tax-free car business, and I mean, it's over $1 million in tax exemption. You understand what I'm saying? David Lee is before the court for that. I'm not saying he's guilty, but at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we know how wicked the PNM is and what have you, but it's right there. But nothing, Rai is not before the court. I mean, you know, Monilal name always calling. He name always calling. You understand? You see in the newspapers all the time with who get extension for this, to file for this, and file a defense and whatever. Jolene John too, she name call in a certain kind of land thing or wherever HEC business alleged and stuff. But Parry name clean. We didn't see nothing come out on Parry. We don't know, you know, what kind of thing Parry doing, you know, but we hear about Monilal. You understand? It is alleged. We don't know nothing about Anita Haynes, but we hear thing about Julian John. You understand? We do not more Rai Ragbeer, but we hear thing about David Lee. We hear thing about, Khadija Amin. She went, in newspapers and she hasn't denied anything. I don't know. Perhaps if you know she denied, then you could correct me and tell me she denied. I didn't see any denial about the whole thing about she was in some car with some man, some Simba man, and she called and she said, oh, Lord Father have mercy. There's a whole soap opera. But it is alleged that the man is some gangster and all these kinds of stuff, man. We could do without that. We know it's not church people you're dealing with. It's not to say Christians per se, or these, it's not priests and priestesses and stuff. But you want to come and attract the young people, and you want to come and attract the floating voter. Those who think. Those who say, let me weigh the options that are before me and let me see if I can make the best decision that is available. Those who say, everybody's saying, let's vote for the lesser of the two evils, but that is not my thing. I'm not into voting for no evil. I want a good option because I love my country, and perhaps they want to participate in the governance and they want to start, because everybody tell boy, you have to vote for somebody, if you ain't vote, you can't, it make no sense, you complain, and some people want to vote, but they want to feel that the vote, where they cast their vote, they feel confident that those who they are giving their support, they have some confidence in their morality and their ability to govern the country without infighting and bacchanal. And it seems to me, I'm hearing, I don't know Kangatang, but all they could tell me, I am hearing that there is some little kind of bacchanal in the midst of the Monilal and his team and that kind of stuff. I'm hearing there's a little kind of bacchanal taking place. I don't know. Pararat is a kind of feisty, kind of pepper mouth. You know what I mean? And he kind of tingy. You understand? People just call him names, and you know what I mean? Well, he was Kamala Pose boy. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But I hear that there's some issues. There's some problems with the DPLs, but at the end of the day, PARI came out. I'm saying this to let you know, PARI is organized. We are yet to see the organization of the UNC, of Monilal's team, Monilal and Padarat team, Monilal, Padarat, Julian John, Dave Tanku, and where is this? And Khadija Amin. They're going up as a team. Most likely, I don't think they will not go up. Why would they not go up? Why would Padarat not go up? Why would Ratiram not go up? Why would Glen Ram? Why would the incumbent, who said that they're doing such a fantastic job? Now let's think about it. If they are saying that they were preparing for general election and they didn't study anything about no local election and stuff, and the team is such a fantastic team, I would expect to see the exact team. You agree with me? Or you disagree with me? You could comment and tell me if you agree and why you agree. If you disagree, why you disagree. If they say that they in order and we good and we nice and we heading for the election, we focusing on the election, I don't know what them studying about local election, about internal election for. We focusing on the bigger picture. Fine, go right ahead, focus on the bigger picture. We focusing on the on the systems and the structures and the strength of the party so that we could go in this big election and win, because we see that there is a history of within the past 10 years that, you know, Kamala, you're not doing too well. Well, not well at all. I'm being very modest, you know, and stuff, because, you know, I love Kamala. Everybody knows that. You know, everybody knows I love Kamala. But at the end of the day, you know, love alone for Kamala is not going to cut it. At the end of the day, it's not going to bring us into government. All right? So if this team is such a great and fantastic team, we expect to see Monilal, we expect to see David Lee, we expect to see Julian John, we expect to see Padarat, we expect to see Glenn Ram, I think so. We expect to see Ratty Ram. We expect to see Dave Tanku. We expect to see all of the others, you know, in Don Sylvester and all of them, the election officer and them. We expect to see these people form back the team. Now, if we were to see some changes, what would that say? About we have a strong team and we're planning for election. If you understand what I'm saying. Because the NATEX has a tremendous responsibility in managing the party affairs. And at the end of the day, you have a political party to form the government. So the NATEX is responsible for bringing the political party into government. And if they're saying they're focusing on general election, and they change members of the existing team, then I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing it properly. Maybe you could help me to see it. But at the end of the day, Pare is in order. Kamala symbol is the star. We see people want to use the star. Where is the innovation? Where is the creativity, ladies and gentlemen? Are they not thinkers? Are they not innovative? There's no originality in them? Come on, Munilal. Come on, don't be the pussycat now, man. You know, you just call yourself the lion. You understand what I'm saying? But you're behaving like a pussycat. You can't come with the star symbol. You have to come with something else, because this is not Kamala team. Is it? Or is it? I mean, why if in a political party, I mean, why would Kamala be supporting? She's not running. She doesn't have a slate. But she would support a team. I don't know. Maybe I not getting it right. Maybe you could tell me why that is moral. You know, I mean, not in a nasty way in terms of the immorality, the political immorality I'm talking about. I mean, I think she should be neutral and just leave and, you know, I mean, if she wanted to have a team and to back a team, then she should have contested the leadership. She should have done, you know, she should have made the leadership, the political leader's office vacant and hold everything, leadership, right down to street captain or wherever it is. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, we want to have some debates. I want the chairman who go in for parity, which is Larry Lala, and if Dave Tanku is going up as the chairman, I would like to have them on this show. Now, if Larry Lala is willing to come on this show and Dave Tanku is not willing to come, then what does that say? If Monilal is not willing to come on the show, but Pari is willing to come, what would that say? What I can guarantee both teams is that if you come on this show, this No Borders show, I will conduct an interview that is very respectful. I mean, I'm not a dirty fella. If you really look at it, you understand what I'm saying, right? I am a trained radio broadcaster, and you know, I have my skills. I have some experience. a lot of experience in radio. I worked at I-95.5 FM for 2 years. I politics into the newsroom. I covered stories. I first met Kamala in when I was working at I-95.5. Went to cover the evening meeting with Pandey was in power those days, and I told you all the story. My son now, he just turned 28. You know, he went to university and did his stuff, and you know, first degree, postgrad diploma, and all that kind of stuff. He's going for masters and things just now. You know, he was small, young, and Kamala embraced him like if it was her nephew she saw, with love and affection, a little African boy. You know what I mean? You know, no, nothing, and you know, cool and nice. So you know, Kamala has a goodness. I love Kamala, you know, and I know Kamala loves children and all that kind of stuff. But my point is, I had that kind of training. I have that kind of training. So, you know, you need not be scared to come by me. I'm not going to ask you, you know, if you rape this one and, you know, no, we dealing strictly with your public life and issues surrounding the internal election and the general elections and party issues. I guarantee you, no, I mean, you know, I'm not going to be light on you. If there are some issues in the public domain, most likely the public would like to hear a word from you. If you cannot say anything because the matter is sub judice, let the population judge. Okay? I'm going to ask questions, good questions. I'm not going to play, you know, I got you journalism. It is not about that. You are not my opponent. You have to remember UNC on Munilal's team and UNC and Paris team. This is two internal election teams. You are not my enemy. You're my brother. You're my sister. You're my friend. Okay? We are all UNC. You are not a Heinz. You are not Rowley. You are not these people. So I can try to show this and no. But you're a public figure. You're a public figure. And if there are some issues in the public domain, if I do enough research and I get into those areas, fine. But what I can guarantee you is that my interview will be dealing predominantly, you know, in the most part, in the main part, with the internal elections and what you what you want to do, how you intend to achieve this or you intend to achieve that. So I want to interview everybody. I want to interview Monilal and Jolene John and David Lee and Pare and Anita Haynes and Larry Lala and Dave Tanku and Rai Ragbir and Kyle Taklal Singh, and even if Rambali not on the team, I want to interview Rambali in that. Rodney Charles not on the team in terms of the slate, but Paris they are part of the team. Fine, I want to interview, you know, those who are going up for coordinator, you know, for the east and west and north and south and central. I got to interview you. I want to talk to you. I want to have your counterpart. I want us to sit down and debate. If you go in for Diego Martin, like I hope Marsha Walker goes for Diego Martin. If she's going for Diego Martin, I want the person from Monilal Slate who going for Diego Martin as well. I want to hear what both of you all are going to do, how you all are going to win Diego Martin. You understand what I'm saying? If you understand what your mandate is. And this is what I am doing this for, is for the public, for the UNC voter to see their candidates, not in a interview on CNC3 only and stuff. Trust me, plenty of them playing the politics and them in half as good as I am. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, what I'm saying is, you know, your party members, your party faithfuls, they would gravitate to No Borders and the Break Free Movement page and stuff like that, and you could share it and you could send it out, and we go YouTube and get the supporters listening, get the supporters educated, get the supporters informed, so they would know exactly who they're voting for. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So as we see Parry is ready. We're not seeing Munilal's team and stuff. We're going to give them a few days, waiting until the whole team comes out. And the whole team is announced and everybody is out, then I want to start those debates. Tell me if you agree with the debates. Tell me if you think I shouldn't be the one doing it, why you think I shouldn't be doing it. You understand what I'm saying? If you think there's another person who you think should be doing it, and stuff. So, pass around the word. I want to interview Pararat and whosoever on Paris team is going up for, Pararat is what, central coordinator. Let's see, Anil Roberts. I interview Anil Roberts and whosoever is going up for the northwest or northeast section coordinator. I want to get them on. I have some questions to ask them. I want them to let us know, if they are fit for the job. And I want the UNC supporters to come out and vote. You need to come out and vote. I had to make sure that sometimes they just take you off the list because they might want to take a man like me off the list because they might say, boy, he in financial or whatever. So I had to make sure and go and organize and see that, my name is on the list and I financial and certain things. And quite frankly, I don't think, I can't vote because I know financial. I'm a member of the UNC, a lifetime member of the UNC. If people abroad in a general elections, the diaspora could vote, and these are the things we want to push for, and these are the things that we already have in place, and stuff, and somebody in financial, and you live in the country, but yet you want to have a high voter turnout. We want to have a high voter turnout in this election. We want the young people to come out and vote. This is not about Kamala, and you don't like Kamala, and no, Kamala is the leader. Kamala Prasad Bissessa is the leader of the United National Congress, and her time is going to be up in 2025. That's it. We have the by-elections. I have my own thoughts on the by-elections, and I tell you, it is my suspicion, I could be wrong, but it is my suspicion that, but it's good. I think Kamala, they came up with a good strategy, it's a good political move, a good maneuver, all right, of hosting the internal elections after the by-elections. I think the internal elections is a day or two after the by-elections. All right. It's fair game. It's a good political maneuver. All right. I am saying so because I think if the by-election was before the internal elections and the NATEX, Kamala's, and the UNC didn't have a good result in terms of if they get less votes or if they lose or what have you. They could get less votes and still win, but I'm talking about a lower voter turnout and stuff. The party could say, you see another loss. So Kamala say, you see me? Hello, let's have the internal election before that. I think it's fair game. It's politics. It's when I saw it, I smiled and I say, okay, good move, Kamala, good move. You know what I mean? But that's just an internal trick. But the general election it's not trick there. You can't pull that trick. You can't pull them kind of maneuvers in the general election, my friend. So we need a strong team. And I think Parry is talking about, I saw somewhere, a stronger UNC will ensure a stronger Trinidad and Tobago. And that is correct. Obviously. A stronger UNC will ensure a stronger Trinidad and Tobago. And make no bones about it. The United National Congress has made tremendous contributions to the development of our country. Although, legislatively, a lot of you people really do not know the kind of legislation that were passed under the United National Congress, which has literally deepened our democracy. Pandey and Ramesh produced some kind of legislation in this country, and Kamala was part of it, and she did her fair share, and they did some work in this country for poor people and for the average citizen. That's why I love the UNC. That's why I love the UNC. But a stronger UNC, ladies and gentlemen, will always make and produce a stronger Trinidad and Tobago. And to me, that's all Parry and Kyle Taklal Singh and Anita Haynes and Rambali and Rodney Charles and Larry Lala and these people want and have been fighting for a long time. Is a better Trinidad and Tobago. You know, we could always say, you know, they want to get in office to fill their pocket. You know what? Let's see. I mean, all politicians, as what's your name? Desmond Carty said, all politicians is thief. I mean, that is what the poor man said. That is what we say. I mean, look at what's going on in the country right now with this whole tax evasion stuff. It's like the politicians, it's like the business people who saying one thing, they just do something else, and there is no redress. We just have to sit down and watch and see people evade taxes, and they don't get locked up for it. They don't get locked up for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we want cleaner politicians, we want cleaner leaders, and I am of the opinion, I mean, if Parry and them so old, and the name and call yet, or the name and call so far, we ain't hear nothing. I mean, you gotta give these people a chance. You gotta give them a chance. I mean, who do we give a chance? Who do we give a chance? The tainted or the untainted? We usually give the untainted, who is as qualified as the tainted. Because we say, yeah, Wabner, you are dirt and you. Whether it's alleged or not, your name is calling. Besides that, Parry and these men, you know, Parry has his business acumen. He's into business. I hope he doesn't full up. You know, I hope he bring a whole set of business people to control the whole government and them kind of thing and make it a business government. You understand? I hope he do them kind of thing. But, you know, I mean, you can't do them kind of thing with people like Rambali and Kyle and Anita Haynes and some activists. I mean, you know, people ain't gonna allow that, you know. But obviously, remember the economy. The economy is very, very important. The economy of our country is very important. Okay, let me see if I could get the nobody said anything to me before, but apparently, like, I get another kind of feedback, right? Tell me if it's sounding a little better now, right? But ladies and gentlemen, the economy of a country is very, very, very important. Okay? And we need people with business acumen. We need people to create jobs. We need people to bring in foreign investment. Foreign investment. That plays a major role within the development of a country. You want people to know how to, you know, when to save, how to save, how to manage the money, how to manage the economy. not to thief, how to share. You understand? You want to give the business people all the money, as Rowley say, the richer they get richer, for the poor to get anything. That kind of trickle-down economics. We want nobody who is pushing this trickle-down economics philosophy, political ideology, to be heading our country. You understand? We need proper laws. We need proper legislation to fight crime. The crime situation in our country. I mean, I don't want to talk about that. I mean, we're seeing a lot. We've seen some police killings. You know, I would always have some issues with that, because a lot of people say kill them. You could say that. I'm not saying that, because I have seen police kill innocent people in my community. Look at Jumans in 2020. 3 men, one birthday. It was one's birthday, and the police come and kill all 3 of them. Shoot up the car, kill the men. The men came out with their hands up. But then all they now go say, kill them, simply because they're from Mova and Laventel and Ray. Now let me don't get into that. All you know, me and Gary Griffith get real dread when them and he am in court for that. When them 5 youth man and them up in Chumakak, they went and the police killed 5 youth men. All you know, I did be dealing very serious with them thing. I know the little person them have to go, let them go. Means saying, if he's a pest, you do have to go. Alright? But you see, don't let me go into that zone. Don't let me go into that zone of letting you know that a lot of the youths who out here, they fall through the cracks. Not all. The majority of them fall through the cracks because our system the system in cater for them, boy. The system in cater for them. We could talk about that another time. We're talking about Parry and them. And these are the kinds of things that I want to see our government could really come and sit down and really study. Look, after that protest, Rowley and they boy, them could real pardon the African boy. Then the caller expert, Anthony Watkins and Shabazz and Mohammed Shabazz. No, it's not Mohammed Shabazz. Jamal Shabazz and some other, this one and that one and a doctor from so on. And go and study them, go and study the youths and them and come up with a program. The men and them come up with the program and nothing happened. Excuse me. I don't want a government to come in power and do that. The crime problem in Trinidad and Tobago could be addressed. I telling you, I could address the crime problem in this country. I could address the crime problem in this country. I could address the crime problem in my community. But if I have some political power, if I'm in political office, I telling you. But that is for another day. I'm just digressing on these things because we need a proper government in place. We need a proper government. We need proper, not only legislation, we need proper programs. Don't tell me nothing about hype and yapa and this and that and that and that. Those things are cool, but that's not good enough, man. We need to do more than that. We need to do it earlier than that. We need to reach we need to reach them earlier than that. Come on. We need to reach them earlier than that. In preschool, in primary school. Yes, preschool. Yes, primary school. It's right there we have to reach them. They come up with some kind of I am the change, I am the change. You would see next year, please God, they go in and print another set of I am the change jersey. Say, oh, they come into Laventel school and thing. You don't hear nothing about I am the change anymore. They print a set of red P&M jersey. And set of, I am the only color they could have print the I am the change is red. Because it's P&M. Symbolism. You understand what I'm saying? I want a good government in this country, boy. My community not messing up. That's why I was working in my community. And the PNM do the PNM ain't like that. So Heinz and them come and take away all my thing. What I was doing. I see where the thing was going. I was building a recording studio. I sell books and all kind of thing within a summer vacation and spend $45,000 a papa. My mother cost me, well, not obscene, but she vexed with me. I should have listened. Putting up a recording studio so that I see where the thing going music. Them youths love music, but it would be a different vibes when they come in there. We could deal with the crime situation. We want our government to come and deal with the crime situation. We could deal with the crime situation. I telling you, we could deal with the crime situation. It's not what Gary want to do. Gary too much a hard power. Gary want to crush cockroaches. No, Jed. You don't need to do that. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, let me close off there. But at the end of the day, Parry them ready. Parry, they are ready. They are ready. We want to see what the UN, what Monilal and Pararat and Khadija Amin and them team coming up with. I'm telling you, I don't want to see no changes on that team. No. I want to see no changes. I don't want to see no changes. Because that is the team that say they're ready for the general election. If they were ready for the general election, then there had to be a strong team, and they need not change the team. But if they change, there's not a problem. Let them change. Let's see what's going to go on. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me. That is all from me for tonight. And spread the word. Go on to my page on the Break Free Movement page, and let's subscribe. Let me build that platform. You know, let's deal. You could continue liking Facebook and commenting and stuff like that. You know, Facebook fighting me a dread war right now. You know, but that is Facebook business. But at the end of the day, we have to do what we have to do. All right. I will be going on Twitter just now. Going on Twitter just now too early. All right. I'll be doing some little things in the show, but just maybe rest assured that when we come out with when everybody slate thing and they announce the slate and wait now, Parry and them going and announce the slate tomorrow, please God, I think. Is that true? I think Parry and them said they're going and I was hearing something, but anyhow, at least by Monday, please God, or over the weekend, I think we might see who is the slate. You know, we might see the board slates and stuff, because the internal election, I think, is on the 15th of June. All right. So again, I want to thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for the little time that you have spent here with me. You know, that we have spent together, and spread the news. Let them know this No Borders program with me, Garth Christopher. We want to be the debate center where we will be hosting all the candidates from for the UNC internal elections, and even when we go to the general elections, I'll be coming with the PNM and UNC candidates. Whosoever want to come. Who don't want to come, don't come. Who comes, we're going to interview. All right, and let the people judge. All right. So again, I want to thank you very much, and that's it for me for the night. All right. Thank you very much. Bye bye.